Hello Libras, welcome to this channel. I hope you are doing well. This is our weekly reading for the week of January 28th. Let's see what's coming through for us. And you can use this for your sun, moon or your rising sign. And if Libra is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Okay, so let's see what's coming through for you guys. And if this message was helpful, Librans, please do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what your thoughts are if you feel comfortable. So now let's see what's coming through for our Librans. Libra, your card for this week is High Priestess. All right, and then back of the deck we have Four of Swords. Okay, so these two cards actually came through for someone last week. I don't remember. I think Cancer. I don't know. Okay, so this is let me show you. Then we have Two of Cups here. So that's lovely energy. So 2, 4, 2. Interesting, right? Okay. So with High Priestess, this is a card of intuition. This is a card of teaching, healing, psychic awareness, dreams. So your intuition is at its peak, Librans. So you want to pay attention to what you are coming across, your thoughts, your feelings. Be aware of the, what's going on in the environment. It could also be that you are being highly sensitive, meaning you may pick up the energy. So it's important that you protect your energy, okay? Or else it may make you feel a little bit irritated, agitated, because it could be the energy of the environment or what's going on around you. So you just want to make sure that you are you are not letting that affect you, and so know how you can stay a little bit disconnected, detached, so it's not affecting you much. Okay, otherwise this could also be sensitivity is a good thing, right? If we know how to handle that. So what I mean by that is it could also be that you are picking up other the energy of the environment, the people, so you can adjust your own behavior accordingly. If I don't know, I mean, it's kind of difficult. It is possible if you are feeling good, if your cup is full, okay, but if your energy is weak, then you won't be able to help. But if you are protecting your energy, and if you are not letting that affect you, and if you are staying disconnected and detached, then it will be possible for you to show up and be there for others, and be more supportive and helpful in some way. All right, so that's one thing. On the other hand, it is also a card of teaching and healing. So if you are into something like tarot, or it could also be intuitive work, or something to do with if you're a psychic or something like that. This could also be something to do with religion and spirituality and things like that. If you are into those things, it could be that you are sharing it with others, or you are it could also be that you are finding a way to share that knowing with others. It could be through writing, it could be teaching, something like that. So, but on the other hand, High Priestess is could also mean that you are like aware of your own light and your own shadows. See, High Priestess is balance. She is in between the light and the dark. What I mean is, it could be that some of you are going through a life transition, a change, or it could be you becoming aware of certain things. It could be your own personality traits, or it could be the people around, it could be situations, it could be life in general, the pleasant and the unpleasant, the the light and the dark of things. something like that. So you are being aware, but this is all about, neutrality, being neutral, not letting that affect you much, but being what I would say is, yeah, finding some kind of balance. For instance, if you are feeling some kind of emotional upheavals, this is also about looking for the positives in a situation. It could be yourself. If you find yourself judging yourself, then this is or it could be people around, it could be a situation that you are coming across. This is about looking for the positives and not letting the negatives, not worrying about things, but knowing that it is what it is. That's the mantra for you, Librans. It is what it is. Things are the way they are, people are the way they are. And you will also see that, yeah, and if there is perfection in imperfection, right? So this is about looking for the beauty in imperfections and looking for the beauty in a situation instead of labeling it as good and bad, pleasant and unpleasant. Okay, so lovely energy, balance, and looks like, yeah, waiting. Okay, so on the other hand, what I would say is, this card is, with this card, it feels like you are being very patient. You are waiting, you are okay with waiting. So meaning you are not like, worrying about things. You are not in a rush to make things happen. Instead, you are okay with the way things are, and you are being more receptive. You are allowing things to happen instead of chasing after things, instead of running after things. You are maybe working on your own energy, and you are letting things happen on its own, and you are allowing things to happen, and you are being receptive to what's coming your way. So when it comes to day-to-day situations you are coming across, don't be in a rush to change or fix anything. Okay, instead, for instance, maybe if something breaks down, or if something happens at work or something like that, don't be in a rush to fix or change or anything. Instead, take a step back and just give it some time, give it some space, and you will maybe find a new insight. Maybe you will find a new way to handle that situation. So don't be in a rush to get anything done this week. So this is a card of slowing down, patience, and being receptive and allowing and things like that. It could be that you guys are going through a transition, a new phase. Yeah, here 4 of Swords, again a card of slowing down, prayer, meditation. You are receiving some kind of, new insights here. Help and support from places you are not expecting. So what I want to share with you is something that happened to me last week, because I was actually struggling with something, and I was worried about, how to get this done, how to get this thing done, and there was a deadline and things like that. So I was not sure, and I was a bit worried, but I light candles every evening, and I pray and I meditate and things like that. I also find time every single day to just sit and do nothing, which it's very important for me to do that. So, and I was praying for guidance. I was praying for some direction and things like that, and it just and I suddenly found the answers. I suddenly realized, oh, you know what, this is easy, so it's all about and it all happened because I don't know, maybe it's the it's the energy, how do I say this? Prayer is powerful. That's what I want to say. When you pray and and when you ask for help, it could be your angels, it could be your guides. That's what I'm seeing here for some of you guys out there. And when we stay open and keep our eyes and ears open, then we find the guidance, we find the answers. It could be through other people, it could be through our own intuition. We suddenly realizing something, or suddenly getting some kind of new ideas and insights and things like that. So it's all about not struggling with things. It's not about making things happen and worrying about things. It's all about believing, and it's all about prayer, meditation, and trusting ourselves, trusting the power of the universe, and allowing things to happen on its own. There you go, my dear. When I said allowing things to happen on its own, I don't mean like doing nothing, but it's about taking inspired action, meaning we will know what is right and what is not. How, like, before we take any action, we have to actually check with ourselves, how does it sit in our body? Is it something that resonates with me? Is it me? So things like that. So if it doesn't resonate, then we don't want to do those things, because then that won't go well, and we don't want to again struggle with things. When it is coming from an inspired place, we will feel more excited, we will feel more enthusiastic. So that's when we know, okay, it's coming from our spirit. Inspiration, right? Inspiration means in spirit. So that's when we know, okay, it's coming from a good place. So that's what some of you guys are, that's the energy you guys are in. And for some, it could also be, taking a break, rest, sleep, just relaxation, maybe taking a break from the business of everyday life, and acceptance, surrender. If they're having something that you were going through, this is either you guys finding a solution, the answers, or it could be that you are giving it some space, and you are not struggling with it anymore. So this is acceptance, this is surrender, this is prayer, this is you asking your guides for guidance. And also it could be the people around you as well, the groups you belong to, the people around, things like that. So that's lovely energy coming through for you guys. And number 4 here has to do with stability, a stable foundation. And number 4 also have something to do with home here. So something to do with home, your loved ones. So for some Librans out there, it could be that someone you are connecting with. A high priestess is a card of high intuition, psychic awareness, and things like that. So it could be that some of you guys are either getting a past life regression, hypnotherapy, psychic reading, astrology, connecting with someone here. Or something to do with people you are meeting this week. Looks like someone from the past. It could be friendships, romantic love. It could also be past life connection. Something to do with past life. All right, whether you believe it or not. Let me see what's on the oracle card for you. Long reading for Librans, I guess. Okay. Ooh. Librans, Spirit, please give us a card for Librans. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Number 2 here has to do with duality, my dear. So when I said duality, what I mean is contrast, contradictions, the light and the dark, the good and the bad, things like that. But again, like like I said, it is what it is. So this is about acceptance and knowing that there is order in chaos, there is beauty in the messy, in the difficult. So it is you guys coming from that place of understanding. Okay, Librans, your message is convey your meaning. All right. So something to do with communication here. So it looks like with Four of Swords, what I'm getting is silence. So you are not, maybe there are certain things that you want to express, something that you want to, it could be a conversation, something to do with your personal life, or something to do with your work, or a project that you are working on, but you are choosing to remain silent here, or you are not giving your input, you are not contributing, you are not participating. Instead, you are taking a back seat. It may come from different, it could be that you don't want any conflicts and you just want to, again, let things be instead of changing, fixing things. This is you choosing peace instead, and not getting involved. Or it could be that you are waiting for the right information to come through. You are waiting for the insights, and the knowledge, and you are learning. So maybe that's the reason you guys are not participating. Okay, so the message is reflect. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. All right, my dear. So let me read this out to you. Okay, number 41. Number 98. Okay, maybe Librans, what I'm also getting is, if you are not able to do that, you may find yourself beating yourself down. Okay, self-judgment, be aware of that. Maybe if you are not, it could be perfectionist tendencies, because if you are not able to show up the way, perfectionist tendencies, inner expectations, if you are not able to show up the way you want to, then you may find yourself, being judgmental and beating yourself down. So that's something to be mindful of, because this High Priestess could be, being aware of your own tendencies, and that may lead to inner judgments. So be aware of that. Okay, so you want to be kind to yourself. And it's also about prayer, and asking the guides to guide your words. So the message is, good communication is a necessary aspect of all healthy relationships. A challenge for me, to be honest with you. Take an opportunity to objectively observe how you communicate. Remember to always incorporate respect and receptivity when speaking to yourself and to others. If you are being too hard on yourself, tone it down. If you need to be more honest, know that everyone involved will benefit from receiving the truth of how you are feeling. Love yourself more and see what you can achieve with a new approach. Remember, your goals and aspirations are unique to you. When you are communicating, others may not share your views. Talk about what's necessary for you and inquire what the person you are conversing with requires or needs. This open sharing can help establish a sound base for an exchange of ideas. Allow yourself the opportunity to clarify what you are trying to get across to someone else. Realize that you may not be clearly explaining what you mean. All right. So this is, the message is actually similar to what came through for Taurus. So what I would say is, it could be that, some of you are not participating, some of you are remaining silent. and that may lead to misunderstandings, which is something that happens to me all the time, to be honest with you. And for some, it could also be that, when the mind is full of things, right? When the mind is like overly active, sometimes we say things and it won't come out in a proper way or something like that. Again, that which is something that happens to me all the time. So that may also lead to some kind of misunderstandings and things like that. And so the card is again asking us to slow down, Librans. Both this card has to do with slowing down the mind, the thinking, and also when we are having that conversation, slowing down and let things come to you, let the insights come to you. We don't want to rush through anything, and because that won't be effective, which is a struggle sometimes. I'm not sure about you, but it's for me. So just being honest with myself here. But at the same time, we also don't want to beat ourselves down, which is something what I'm doing now to myself. Anyways, so again, you got the message. So this is all about slowing down and listening to what's happening in the environment, and letting your own wisdom, letting your own intuition guide you through this. So giving it some space. Sometimes silence is important, and so we get the silence is important, so we can be more effective. And it's also about being very clear in our mind about what we want to say, what we want to do, so we can be more effective. Something like that. All right, my dear, that's what I have for you, Librans. I hope you have a lovely week ahead, and take good care of yourself. If this message was helpful, please do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, so that way I will know that this was helpful. Otherwise I won't know. So yeah, and I will see you next time. Bye bye, take care.